What we want to do is wet the paper completely. And I'd encourage you to wait on me to just watch. I know it's tempting. You can spray it down, or you can use your brush, whatever you like. You can see that water's kind of dirty, but I want to get that good and saturated so that it buys me time. Okay. Now, in that earlier video that we watched, after I saturated it, I put it down as just a salmon color. So I don't know what my formula is on that, but I'm going to take and mix up some raw sienna here, and then a little bit of that quinacridone, not quinacridone. What's my color?
Oh, the gold.
Quinacridone
Right.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you guys should be watching
We're watching.
instead of moistening your paper.
I'm sorry. I'll see red. It's
Okay,
red.
so this area here, this color, this concrete that's down here, we're gonna paint that over everything.
Mhm.
And that would, and this is what's so important. Let me put this down for a minute. This is what's so important. This right here is the color you see up here in all that chrome. Whenever you're painting chrome, it's reflecting what's ever around it. And the shape of the chrome determines how it reflects. Like if you have a moon hubcap sticking out, like on an old Volkswagen or something, okay, it's conical coming out. So the sky is going to reflect on the top, the ground, whether it's green or this color or whatever, will reflect on the bottom of it. Okay, if it's a concave, then the sky is going to be on the bottom and the ground will be on the top. Okay, so as you look at this, you see two things in here. You know this is shiny chrome, but all you see is either this color or you see the blue sky that's not in the photograph. Okay, so that's what I'm shooting for right there. That's going over everything on the bike. We've already masked out the white. We've preserved that. And then I will come back in, as I said, with some blue. In that other video I talked about that, coming out with some blue. We'll do that in a minute.
So we're supposed to go ahead and do this now?
Nope, you're supposed to be just watching.
Well, I think that's what I thought.
I know the temptation is to paint, but if you watch, you can absorb a little bit more. Okay, and you know, there's actually, when I look at that picture, I see a little bit of pink in there too. Does anybody else see that?
Yeah,
So I'm going to get a little bit of alizarin crimson here, and it doesn't have to be a perfect match to it, but I like to be as close to real as I can get. So that's giving me the effect I like. Now, this is what's important. Get that pink, if that's reflecting this down here, get that pink up here in the engine area, all the chrome, even back here in the wheels, and on this thing right here, the forks on it. Okay, and here's something that this side over here is a little lighter and less saturated in color. You can feel free to just take some water and run it over here and let it run down, and it'll just flush that out. Just like so. And I'm going to put some of this blue in that you see up in the sky. Again, all that chrome, that blue is just reflecting the sky. So I'm going to try, I may regret this, but I'm going to try using a little bit of phthalo blue. Let's see what it does. Do you think that's a good color, or is this cobalt blue better? I'll try some on this fork over here. Which blue do you like? Cobalt?
No, the other.
The phthalo?
They don't work.
How about a little bit of both?
Maybe.
Okay, and I'm just going to put this over the fender. Oh, but I didn't do something. Jan asked me the other day about how do you get the Harley on there, and I told her to mask it out, and I didn't do that. So you can always paint it on there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So let's
What
get up.
does that say on there? That's not Harley.
Says,
It says Harley Davidson on it.
no, it says,
It looks like it starts with a D.
deluxe. No,
Oh, does
let's
it?
see. It says,
Yeah, it's not Harley Davidson.
yeah, I think it's deluxe. I asked my son last night what it says, and,
See a biker?
yeah, no.
No,
He had one, but he didn't have a Harley, thank goodness.
Okay, so even though this blue is not found visually in that black, it's actually warm.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the fun of it, I'm throwing a little in there. Not everywhere, but a few places. I see right up here.
I
Right
kinda
there.
like that phthalo blue.
I've got like a 50-50 blend of the
That and
phthalo.
cobalt, okay.
And then there's a little bit of blue back here on the chain guard that goes back here. The top of it's flat and reflective, so just take the little stripe there. Okay, and then I'm gonna start with this wheel here. I masked off, did you mask off the white of your white walls?
The one in the
I
front,
did.
but not the back.
I did.
You didn't have yours masked on
Yeah,
that back.
okay.
I'm asked about everything on it. So
That's
I
all
couldn't-
right.
So I couldn't,
Okay, so there is, okay, this is the cobalt, that's the phthalo, and this has got phthalo and cobalt. I
Mhm.
like the mixture of them. This is a little too
Good.
blue, that's a little too green. Okay, the last thing I wanna do before I turn you loose
okay.
is I'm gonna get some phthalo green here, and it's pretty pale, but I just wanna start popping it in. Kinda get that feel of the paint color going on there. And I think this will catch us up with the video that we were watching. This gets dark back in here, so that's gonna eventually obliterate out.
Tank.
The tank, yep. See, now as you're watching this, what, are you thinking, oh my gosh, this is so hard, or is it?
No,
Why
I'm
not?
just thinking he didn't mask anything hardly. Where's he gonna put his highlights? How's he gonna do that?
Oh,
That's what I was
we'll figure that one out.
thinking.
Okay. That's the fender, I think, coming down there. So, you're talking this back here, try to paint
No,
around
up
it,
on
and
the
leave,
tank.
leave that the color of the sand, or the
Yeah.
the concrete color there, so. Okay, and I wanna do one other thing here, I'm gonna grab a little bit of yellow. I'm gonna get some quinacridone yellow. Just don't use like your lemon yellow, I don't think that's what you want. I wanna warm this up just a little bit. This color in the fender.
Okay, if you don't have that particular yellow,
Oh.
what do you wanna suggest?
Just probably a cad. It's
Okay.
just real pale what I'm putting in here.
Okay,
And you got quinacridone, don't you?
not yellow.
Mm-mm.
Or quinacridone gold, I'm sorry.
Okay, you meant quinacridone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't introduce a new color to you. Okay, so how does that look? Believable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see how loose it is?
Mhm.
It's a combination of this color reflected into the chrome as well as the blue. And I know the blue is kind of taken over and obliterated some of that. Trust me, in the end, it's not gonna matter. Nobody's gonna notice it. Now these bleeds, that's all gonna get covered up with darks. I see a little blue down here I'm gonna hit. Right down here on that. It's just real blue right there for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, the inside chrome rim.
Is that what that is?
That is, uh-huh.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Okay.
That looks like it's blue up there where this comes down, right in here. Do you want some blue in there?
Yeah, if you see it, go ahead.
Yeah, I see it.
Go ahead. I'm popping a little bit up here on these mirrors and stuff. I didn't get any of that. And we'll have plenty of time to get all this in. And if it takes us longer than the 2 hours for the class that we normally do, no biggie. We'll take the time to do it right.